Hi, I'm Adam. I'm the service manager here at Jaken Medical. Today I'm going to show you how to customize your settings on your GE B40 Patient Monitor. Starting at the home screen, select Monitor Setup on the keypad, located here. In this menu, there are many different customization options. There's Screen Setup that can go from wave fields to digital fields. There's split screens and your mini trend length. You can change all these by depressing on the knob, turning left or right, and just once again depressing the knob and choosing whichever one you like. In this case, I'll use the NIBP. All right, go back to the previous area that I was at. There's sweep speeds. You got display brightness. This is the backlight on your machine. So you can, as you see, if you go left, it goes dimmer. If you go all the way up, it becomes brighter. Got the time and date here, wherever you're at. Set the time and date accordingly. To change, you can go from hours. You just, once again, depress, go left or right to change accordingly. Back to previous menu. There's a help option here. The help option answers some frequent questions that you may have. There's a battery setup. The battery setup goes through the batteries that are connected here on the side. As you can see, my battery A has 3 hours and 37 minutes remaining time on it. Okay, here we go to install service. This menu requires a password. The password is 16434. So this menu is sort of something that a biomed would usually go to, but you can go to it too. It's common knowledge. You can go through trends and snapshots on your machine. Here we look at a graphical trends and snapshots. All these fields are fields that can be accessed on your machine here. Field 1, Field 2, Field 3, and this is what's already been set up on them. So you can change them once again by depressing, changing left or right to whatever you'd like. Right now it's on IBP 1. Just leave it on that one. So we'll go back to previous menu. You can change the colors on the machine. Here's a mode here that can save the modes that you can have multiple different modes on your B40. This mode will allow you to save those. So once you've sort of changed everything on the previous menus into something that you like, you can go here on save modes and type in another password. The password is 13 20 31. And if you like your setup that you have, your custom setup, you just pick one of these that you don't really need. For instance, OR. Go to save, it'll save what's already here. And then you can rename it whatever you want by selecting the letters here and depressing for each letter. For now, I'll keep it as it is. This is just factory. This is factory settings right here. So I'll go back to previous menu. And the last thing that we can look at is the service menu here. The service menu has a code that is 26, 23, 8. On the service menu here, we can see that this is all the software that's on the machine. So if you want to go through and scroll through it, you just go to here, check out the licenses, whatever's in here by depressing on it again. The keyboard has a little test here. You can test all your buttons. If something, for whatever reason, is not working on your end, you're like, oh, my IBP isn't working every time I press it. You can go to this keypad test here to see if it actually is registering it or not. If it doesn't register it, you know that you need to change your keypad. Here we can check out the parameters that are being used on the machine. We have ECGs, STP, NIBP, SpO2. If you check one of these, you can just see the data that's being used by each one of them and how they're actually calculated. So if we look at the ECG setup, you can see like where the RA, the LA, the L, and all that stuff is being read. If for whatever reason it's not being read, you can check it here to make sure that your machine is actually functioning properly. The last thing that I want to show you in the service menu here is the log. The log itself shows the errors that may be happening on your machine. It gives you error codes that you can scroll through, and alarm codes as well. So if there's a patient hooked up to this for a long amount of time and has a lot of alarms, you can go to the alarm log, check out the alarms, what have been happening, and monitor it that way. To actually scroll through the logs, you hit scroll log. So you go to the error log, scroll log, and you can go up and down. Or if you don't want to do it on here, you can hit record log. If you hit the record log, it'll print out on your printer here. And once you've gone through all of your logs and you want to reset it, you can just hit reset log. It'll erase all the errors, all the alarms, all that stuff from the past. And you can go right back here to previous menu, previous menu, previous menu, go back to the normal screen, and everything that you've changed should be saved. So one way that you can check is you can turn off the machine here. Just go ahead and turn it off. The monitor shut down. Once the monitor shuts down, give it a couple seconds, let it turn back on. So basically when you see the screen or whatever that you chose, it should all just be what you've just changed. If for whatever reason nothing has saved here, go through what we did again and make sure to go part by part, making sure that you're depressing where you want to save things and where you don't. And if after that, and you're 100% sure that you've pressed everything that you want to press and it's still not saving, I would recommend that you get a biomed technician and let them know about this problem, because most likely you're going to need some parts for your machine. Thank you for watching Jaken Medical's tips and technical support. If this video helps you at all, please like the video and subscribe to our channel.